Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atlacatl, and today we're bringing you guys back another Steel Division 2 video. And in this matchup, we got myself playing as the Italianos on Vanguard deployment type, and we're going to be facing Lord Glorgi. Excuse me if I pronounce that wrong. On playing as Task Force Butler on Maverick deployment type. So we got an interesting matchup here on this map here too. So stay tuned, and as soon as we get back from this deployment, we'll get right into the game. Alright, starting the matchup here. Starting extremely wide on the entire front since we're on Maverick. We are able to deploy more in Phase A. Very light right now on the left-hand side. Glorgi has a bit more, especially these armor cars, which are going to be somewhat of a nightmare since I hate these M8s. I should have the advantage on this map, considering the fact that I am playing with the 4th Alpinina. So it should eventually balance itself out. Though I want to make sure I can take advantage of my deployment type as soon as possible. Got our flamers moving up to our flag. As soon as we saw it was open, quickly heading to this one to make sure we can hold it. It's 12-12 right now. And as soon as we come into range, those AMAs start tearing us apart. That poor MG42 is on its own. It's going to completely just chewed up. And that AT gun can't get there sooner. Armor cars are skyrocketing over here trying to capture this flag or gain as much ground as possible or try to stop the breakthrough. Still 13-11 right now with us in the lead a little bit. Our machine gun is going to pin down that M1 gun before it could take us out. Yep. We're able to take it out immediately. And our armor car is going to be right here to give some support and some reconnaissance as well. Flamers are getting into position trying to hold as Glorgi brings some of his engineers and cavalry scouts into the forest line. On this side, we're getting our cells getting pounded pretty badly as our machine gun and AT gun is just being completely pinned down. Overall, we're gaining flags, but also taking some damage. And these armor cars and tanks. Were these tanks or are they support? No, they're support. Are pretty much just coming into the forest now. That M4 Sherman is going to be a problem for us, especially with no AT guns right now. And all we got coming in are just these light little slow Italian tanks. And some Panther Shreks. There's some. Oh, I thought they were already in the town, but they're not in the town yet. So things are looking good as in the point of flags, but I wouldn't say they're that good when it comes to the units that are on the map right now. We do have some control over this hill, but our guys are right now being contested by the engineers and rifle dates. And finally that AT gun gets its act together and then immediately gets pinned down again. Some of these nice, what are these, P40s are coming up right now. They should give somewhat decent support as long as they're not tagged by that M1 gun. And so far, Glorgi has been able to capture the entire left-hand side except for this little hill. Well, this part of the hill. Center is pretty vulnerable at the moment. But nothing crucial is going on. And our Panther Trek teams sneak into the forest where tons of our equipment is just absolutely just demolished. Yeah, there's just dead bodies all over the place. Pretty sad. And he's trying to capitalize on this. So these tanks are going to swing around here and try to give some support. Armor cars get ruined by that M4. But it runs into range of this gun. Don't think it's going to survive. Nice. Takes it out. Gun. This other support gun is right now pinned down by those rifles. And our flamers are still trying to hold off the engineers. We do have some pioneers coming in. And they should be able to give up some more support as well. Nice. Doing some damage. Oh, they're able to take out the rifles. They should have the advantage in the forest. There's more coming in as well, so this flag should be held at least for the time being. Let's check out this side to see if there's anything going. No, everything's pretty quiet at the moment. Everything right now is for the battle for the hill. There is some movements here, but it doesn't seem like the tanks have made it there. There's no attack yet. Engineers kill that last flamer squad over there. As these pioneers are starting to clear out the forest, there's only one squad of engineers left. More engineers are coming in. Oh, I'm trying to get a good look at it, but doesn't seem like we were able to. I think there's some engagements going on here. We're getting close to our flag again, as the tanks have spread themselves out. Our disheartened troops are being right now pinned. Nice. We're able to take out, well, nothing really serious. That is something. Looks like the hill's been conquered pretty well. Those engineer squads that were coming in were destroyed. We still hold this flag, but haven't made any other gains here. And these pioneer squads are getting shredded right now by that M4. If these guys can move up, we should be able to capture this side of the forest. And oh, that's unfortunate right there. And then make our way up. We still hold some of the town. The flag is completely gone. But there should be a counterattack coming in right now, as these tanks prep to try to catch them on the side. On two sides, I mean. One of them is about to fire right now. This one's about to take a couple shots as well. Ooh, knocks out the M8 Scout. M8 Scott, excuse me. It looks like the M8 armored car is taking on one of those light tanks right now. Oh, able to take it out, which leaves just the M4 by itself. Bringing us back the flag. Game is 12-12. Pioneers engaging the engineers. If it's the same story from anywhere else in the map, it should be the Pioneer squad comes out on top. Here, everything's pretty quiet at the moment. AT gun is not being harassed by anything at the moment. It's out of range from that M4. And we're able to capture the flag back that we had lost earlier in the game, bringing the game at 11-13. Now there's 4 of these tanks with the P40 now also supporting, which should give us some... Oh, just got destroyed by the cavalry scouts. Then their bazooka, and they're probably going to take that tank out too. Ah, that's unfortunate. Don't think that P40 is going to be able to take out that Commander M4. Nope, gets killed. There's a lot of fighting over there as well. He's not going to be able to do anything as long as we don't have any support. And these guys are just crossing into the open field, and they're going to get pinned down probably the same way. It's a very tough matchup. Glorgi has much more experience than I do, and is a much better player than me. So let's also put that out there right as well. We're going to struggle with our inexperience, and even though it's a friendly matchup, it still should show. Oh, we take out that AA gun, and where these guys are going to be able to be the hero. Right now, the tank has its back turned, and it's being distracted by another P40. The P40 actually does take it out, and opens up this entire corridor. There's only one left. Are they going to be able to kill it? Or be able to kill that squad? A Panzer Shrek team got killed. Well, that at least eliminates that threat. And these squads here are trying to attack the town. There's another M4 Sherman coming up. Nothing going on in the center again, as these we're sending some of these disheartened troops up here. There's an M4 Sherman to come cut them off, excuse me. And some of these guys are just moving up and out in the open. The machine gun doesn't see them. And that P40 is not doing anything. We could have maybe moved these guys here to get rid of those mortars, but just didn't do anything. These guys are trying to capture this point, and they do. They're at least able to accomplish that. There's no AT going to take out that tank. Getting pinned down right now, as those rifles are shredding up the Pioneer squads. Might be better to go around. It's easier to see that in hindsight after watching the replay compared to the actual match where you're making all your mistakes because you're panicking. I don't think that M4 sees us. It's getting shot at, but it's not doing anything. It's not reacting. Looks like it's looking at that infantry squad or something. Yeah, it's looking at the infantry squad coming around it. It just turned. Oh, it gets knocked out. Nice kill right there. That's going to be dangerous, as we don't have that P40 anymore. We do have a Panzerschreck and some squads here. These guys lose the flag immediately. This flag is also taken away too. But these guys should be able to hold out and eventually take them out. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Right now, just pouring everything in there. Here comes a bomber. I think here he dropped his ordnance. And just flies right across and does nothing. Excellent job. I don't blame the aircraft, I blame myself more. Yeah, still doing nothing. Game is 12-12. These squads are waiting. This one's not even doing anything. And looks like they're engaging those last rifle squads, but get completely annihilated. And it's still not doing anything. Mainly due to my fault. I don't think I actually sent it to an attack order. Maybe. You can see the devastation and death on the road again. And these guys are trying to sneak around here and attack from the side, because that frontal attack's not going to work anymore. And these guys clear out the forest again, have knocked out tons of those engineer squads. And look, they were actually able to capture that. Well, at least this. They haven't captured the point, but that forest that was being a pain in the ass. As these squads get closer to around the side and try to attack from the side itself. I don't know what killed that M4. I think it was this. Yeah, it was that gun. But that also defeats probably the biggest obstacle we had in front of us. Once again, bomber does nothing because I forgot to put it into attack. A lot of mistakes being done with the nerves being so high. I don't like to shout from my mistakes. And this should eventually cut off the road and we can attack and capture this point again. Still hold the hill. Getting a little bit closer over here. And finally capture this point in the town. There's not really much here also holding us back too. Everything is now just attacking the town itself. Glorgi does capture it back for a second. But there is a gap between the lines now. They're being cut off until the lines get reconnected again. They're going to get shredded too. And finally we drop some bombs. And that bomb itself did a lot of damage because now it opens up everything for us. More attacks on this hill here. Should be able to capture this flag, bringing this entire hill into our control. The center is also starting to feel the pressure as well. And these guys are still holding the flag. Right hand side, we captured this side over here, bringing the game at 10-14. And now it's 9-15. These squads are getting completely shredded by that heavy machine gun. And more reinforcements are being brought up. If we can get a little bit closer, this gun is not really doing anything. And these Apani are going to hopefully ambush these guys and get rid of them. They do take out the truck, but the squad is able to get out before. There's another squad over here also attacking. The flag is still not under control. These two flags have fallen, even though there's nothing over here. And there's some pressure. Yeah, that's going to fall completely to us. And he is getting out of there as soon as he can. Ooh, some off map. It's a pretty open area. There's not really much there. These guys decide to fall back. They might not fall to it. This is a really decent ambush area. These guys have gone far enough to the point where they're going to take out that MG. And they're probably going to start ambushing anything coming down the road. They're just not, they're falling back now. 17 seconds, I think nothing might happen there. Some artillery also doing some support. Brought it a little bit later in the game. There is a mortar squad right there. But so far, everything on this hill has fallen, bringing the game at 7-17. And that tank is probably going to take position there. I don't really remember too much of this. It's been a couple days since we had this match. Bomber is shoot away. I think this squad's pushing a little bit too far ahead. 7-17. We're getting a little bit too out of our comfort zone, trying to capture too many flags at the same time. P40 might have been better here instead of going where I'd probably, considering the fact that I know myself, probably threw it somewhere really stupid. Now that's a good place to put it. Those two Pioneer squads have been an absolute nightmare right now. Nice, kills it, makes him bail out. "11 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game. If we're able to hold on to this lead. And that's the big if. So far, hasn't been a bad showing, but has also been the best showing either. I know Glorgi also told me he hadn't been playing for a while, so maybe he got lucky and caught him at the right time. That off map's going to be brutal. Oh, expected one of those tanks was going to get destroyed. I know we've knocked out a Sherman, but this one's actually paying attention. And that's probably going to open things up for him. One engineer squad gets wiped out. You know what? I didn't actually realize we did put the P40 there. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And there's pressure here in the town as well, as these squads are moving a little bit too farther up and should have stayed here instead of kept going. They're out in the open. Mistakes I've made overall in the match. But we're still able to hold that flag, which is good. Center's taking some brutal heat right now. They should have captured the town instead of just keep moving forward. This gun should be useful. The transporter is going to be vulnerable regardless. Right now I felt like I could push way forward, but these squads end up just ambushing these guys anyway. That Panzer Shrek team is going to hopefully wreak some havoc around. Oh, they got killed. Oh, nice. Knocks out a truck. but that M4 can take out that light tank. Some ground's being lost, a lot of it due to our own, I would say, dumb tactics, like sending those squads out in the open here instead of just keeping them in town to hold it. Mistakes that I should have caught on to during the match, and now it's 11-13. They should be able to get rid of those rifle squads there, but that M4 is going to just chew them apart. He's able to capture that flag back. There's a lot of ground being captured right now. On our end, it's just about capturing as much ground as possible. Wave of a light tanks knocks out that M4, bringing the hill back under complete control. This gun would have been better off if it had retreated a bit, but it wasn't something I was thinking about at the time. They're falling back as that M4 was brutal as he captures back to town with just that one squad of marauders. Or mosquitoes. I don't know how to pronounce that. This gun's not a bad placement. And so far, everything, the push is coming on the right. It is the weakest side we're on. And if we can capture this back, it'd be a huge help. Oh, he got shoot away. Things aren't looking good as that tank gets destroyed, probably by that AA gun. And there's a lot of pressure coming on this side. These units are going to be coming up the hill. And at this moment, he should have, I think we're in phase B, he should have the advantage on deployment. One issue that I will say that I do a lot, and it's a mistake I keep repeating over and over again, is just overextending. I'm trying to be a little bit more reserve on it, but it's just when things get crazy, I tend to just go forward and just hope everything works out. And honestly, it's a really stupid tactic. And it's something that I keep repeating over and over again. More Alpanini coming up. Hopefully they take this town. These squads decide to turn around and try to take it. I don't know if they'll be able to take that AA gun. But that squad is pinned, so we should be able to capture that. Forest back. So far we've been able to hold this flag until it was taken now. And there is a light tank on the road, overlooking the road, which should help this recon squad that's now forced to engage these transporters coming in. And he does capture a lot of ground, bringing the game 12-12. So close to being over, and yet making this many mistakes towards the end. Gets knocked out. Got a little bit too close. This light tank's also going to suffer too. This area is able to be captured again, bringing the game 11-13. Just trying to hold until the timer runs out. And that was probably the most stressful thing about this whole freaking match. These guys, we have nothing to stop them right now, so we're just trying to use these guys to just either kill that tank or just push it back. They get completely pinned, but they also do their job and force it back. Capture this flag back, bringing the game back at 9-15. Another Pioneer squad here captures the forest hill again. And we're still getting pushed over here. More squads coming in, but these guys have to take up positions because we can't afford to lose anything more. And right now we're shelling ourselves out of desperation to stop any type of breakthrough. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. It is a race against the clock. This AA gun is going to provide some anti-air and anti-tank support because it's badly needed right now. Throwing everything we got to try to stop ourselves from losing any flags. I remember how badly I wanted the timer to come down in this game. Praying that it would just go down to 0 close. Because anything else like that could have been a complete turnaround, and that would have been devastating, but it is what it is. Oh, that tank just got ruined. These guys are engaging another squad in the forest. They're going to have to fall back pretty soon because they're not going to be able to take it. They're just 2 pinned down. At least we execute that. We can move this as far as we can to try to take out the tank. We got another AA gun that's also going to be pressed around here so it doesn't stop any breakthrough as well. Still holding that hill. I don't know how those guys have been just absolute heroes. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the game. Feels like at any moment our lines can break. Everything's just slowly falling apart at the same time. And we're throwing everything into this. As you guys can see, the skill level is there. Our poor aircraft couldn't make it. But as much ground as we can is being held. Just have to make it there before the timer runs out. Everything just to kill that M4. This is going to hold. I think these guys are heading over here. Try to hold every flag as possible. Capture any flag we can. And hold it as long as we can before the timer runs out. That is the main objective at the moment. Those squads are dangerous, but we do have something to intercept them. That tank is out of range. Damn. And this light tank is actually doing some damage to that AA gun. We capture this and we might be able to end the match quicker. Maybe. Oh, but he captures another flag, so now it's 10-14 and the panic starts all over again. At least those bombs were able to be dropped. The panic is to capture as much ground as possible. This wave is coming in as well. It's only 3 minutes left in the game. As this squad is able to just take that flag at the last second. These guys are just around here. They could probably push here and capture this flag, but we're not thinking about that right now because this is coming in and this is scary. 3 minutes left in the game. This AA gun is not moving fast enough for our liking. Now he's able to capture that flag with the amount of units. We captured it back, but it just feels like we're running out of time. Feels like the whole front's gonna collapse pretty soon. Nothing's much going on here at the moment, but everything is all eyes on this flag at this town. This area might fall soon. I doubt these guys are going to be able to deal with these guys. Especially with 2 of them there. Yeah, they're able to wipe them out. We do have an AT gun there, but this is going to be tough. They're already getting pinned back, and it looks like the whole town's about to fall apart soon. Starting to run low on units. 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game unless we can capture another flag somewhere. This one looks like it's about to fall. Town is just getting evaporated right now. With that tank and the infantry, it just seems like it's going to be impossible. We do capture this flag, bring the game at 2-13. And right now it's just about to capture any freaking flag we can just to try to win this game. Don't even care if we lose people or not. Just trying to just gain as much ground and space as we can. Instead of going after units, we're just going after flags. This flag might fall too. Maybe, not sure. It's now 8:16 with 1 minute and 45 seconds with the timer just ticking down. So right now it's crucial to hold everything we can. For Glorgi, it's important for him to capture as much ground as possible to pretty much, you know, beat us from this. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds. And so far it's been a excellent matchup. Excellent game. And I mean, personally, I thought I was going to get wiped out as soon as it started. So even getting this far to me was just unexpected. I didn't think it was even possible. Here goes the possibility of capturing that flag. It's like gaps all over the line, all over the place, as these guys struggle and fight to just hold whatever ground they can. (10-14) game is dead even. Well, I'm going to call it dead even, but the push is extremely dangerous. Are we going to be able to win the match before Loki can gain as much ground as he needs to turn it back around? I know it's at a minute 22 seconds, but you know, I've had games where I've even turned it around with that same amount of time, and with less of a, you know, with the score being less than 10-14. So it's not over. It's not over until the timer goes down. (59 seconds, please. That's the only thing I could think about in the entire match was please, please, please hurry up. Getting close. And that push here is still... So many units have died just trying to stop him from rampaging to that flag right there. And it's still not over. There's still a chance this can turn over. At any second, he just needs to capture this flag and another flag, and it's going to be complete. See? It's 11-13 right now, so it's super, super close. If he captures one more flag, it's going to be 12-12, and we're in a lot of trouble then. And we're already in that 12-12. Oh no, 11-13, 12-12. Now it's 12-12, 100%. And this is what I was scared of, for the game to get this close. So something captures, timer's ticking down, 11-13. Looks like it might end right there unless something gets captured again. And it is still close. This aircraft's coming in, becomes the hero, takes out that tank, and it's probably the reason we're about to win. Yep. This flag gets captured towards the end as these units are just rampaging, and we win at 13-11. God damn, that game was close and it was hard. As you guys can see, the kill and death ratio was pretty much identical, so there wasn't much of a difference there. It was just the work that was done in Phase A and Phase B with us capturing enough ground that honestly just changed the tide of the game. But outside of that, it was dead close. There was nothing about this that was easy or that wasn't, you know, extremely difficult. That M4 just absolutely annihilated so many of these units. Oh my god. Loki is definitely good. Look at that. Jesus. Those M4s were definitely the highlight of his division. Losses that we incurred. The MG definitely held the line. Yeah, these guys didn't do too bad. I'm surprised they actually took... Oh yeah, I remember that. They actually did take out an M4. We did have some of our own heroes too, but definitely those M4s did a lot more damage to us overall. Our machine guns and our cars just did what they could. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got more videos to come, more tournament games. This is just a takeaway from our usual tournament games and some of the practice games I do, usually when I'm trying to get ready. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.